Drawing with a mouse is no joke. Don't worry. This part before the yokel soul gets cut off anyway. Oh no, his head. Ooh, at least that part can become the point. The question is, who's saying yokoso now? These are all important questions for starting a stream. No, that looks terrible. No, the whole concept of that bubble's bad. Okay. Don't worry. We'll start soon. Yokoso! Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues. I'm a Japanese teacher based in the US. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. We look at dialogue much like this. We find words in it. We add new words. As we add new words, our power level goes up. By the way, the words at the bottom of the screen we've learned from previous adventures. And today the journey goes on. So what is happening? We have this character Serena here. By the way, welcome everyone. Ohio, good morning. You might see the title. Today, again, my name is Akira Sensei, and we can also, with the community, learn Japanese from Japanese games. Feel free to ask questions. Also, want people to know, Japanese Quest will be off next week because I will be on vacation. Just so I want people to know that too. So let's enjoy today, and let's learn some Japanese today. All right. So what's happening here? This is Serena and friends, and we are at kind of tomb here. Let's see. One-sama. Mite kudasai. So miru, to look. If we have the te form, plus kudasai means please. Please look. So her sister's here, looking out at us. She like this beautiful drawing. I guess it's an eye. I don't know what it is. Anyway, go with it. So kyou wa, today. Ooh, this is good. Sekkai ga heiwa ni natta. So great word here, heiwa, peace. So today the world is in peace. And today we have a new party member, also good. Welcome. So today's the world in peace. We kind of saved the world last time. It seemed like it might be the end of the game. It was not. So today we're celebrating. Here's the word for us, celebration. Oiwai o suru tame. So tame means for the purpose of this celebration, everyone came here. So minasan means everyone. And then kuru, to come. So everyone came here. You can see here's a bit fancier way to say that, but let's keep going. Nani?
命の大樹があんなに気持ちよさそうに葉を広げていますわ。
So yeah, this is really good because now the tree of life is back. So inochi, life. If you want to make it a tree of life or a great tree of life, inochi no taiju. So the tree of life, ga, so that's marking it as a subject. We know something's happening with this tree of life. Anna ni kimochi yosasou ni. Ha. So it's about the leaves. You can see all these leaves fluttering down. Hopefully they're not from the tree of life, because leaves from the tree of life I think are like literally people's lives. If a leaf falls, I think they die. So let's hope that's not that. That'd be kind of a lot of lives being lost. But anyway, it's spreading its leaves. The tree of life is back. Kirei desu ne.
今までいろいろあったけど、私たち本当に世界を救ったのね。
So up until now, ima, now, ima made, until now. いろいろあったけど, so a lot of things happened. いろいろ kind of means like various. So various things happened. And we actually saved the world. So, 本当に really, truly, 世界を救った to save the world. 世界 is world, 救 to save, put them together. That's what we did. We saved the world. The beginning of Japanese Quest, we always had, it's kind of different than it used to be. We always had a gaming target and a learning target. For example, the learning target might be learn about the no particle, for example. The gaming target almost always save the world. So you could still kind of say that. Learning target, add new words down here. Anyone can add new words. Gaming target, save the world. We did that. So let's see what happens next.
悪しき魔王の手によってこの世界は一度闇に覆われました。私たちは尊い多くの命を失った。
So because of that, the terrible Dark Lord, the world was covered in darkness. The quest is not over. The quest is not over. This is Act 3 now. It's very much not over, as you can see from all of the stories still left. And let's see. So yeah, the world was covered in darkness. Keyword here, yami, darkness. To be covered is o. You see it here in the passive form. So yami ni owarimashita. The world was covered in darkness, and many precious lives were lost.
でも私たちはこうして生きています。生きて笑っていればきっと何度だってやり直せますわ。
But we're still alive. As long as we're alive and we can smile, we can redo things no matter how many times we need to. Ine. I do notice with the voice, it seems to be a delay. I don't know why it's doing this again.
それにいつまでも泣いていたらお姉様に怒られてしまいますものね。
And if we just keep crying, so itsumademo means kind of keep going without stopping. If you just keep crying, then my sister, she will be angry. After all, she sacrificed herself for us so that we could survive. We did. We saved the world. So we gotta live.
バッカじゃないのあんた。世界が平和になったってのに神気臭い顔してんじゃないわよ。
Yeah, I think this might be what Act 3 is about. Perhaps we can revive the sister. We'll see. We'll see. She's doing her best Veronica impression right now. I think this hand on the hip is very much of a Veronica move. And she's saying, "Baka janai no, anta." So are you idiots? Even though you made the world peaceful, you're still looking so sullen. Why are you looking so sad still? And then yeah, the very Veronica thing.
ってね。
So you might have noticed this leg. This leg, I don't know why the leg is here, but we can think of the leg as a feature. Because we're actually seeing the dialogue first. So try to read it in your mind, and then you see the character say it. So kind of it's reading practice. So really the leg can be a feature. This is what we do in Japanese Quest. Things that are bad, we flip them. We turn them into strengths. So yeah, we've got this one-of-a-kind lag here on Japanese Quest. Enjoy it. We can learn more Japanese from it. Level up with lag. Let's go.
おお、こちらにいらっしゃいましたか。
Ah, so you're over here. And we're talking, I guess, now about the hero here. Akira. I named the hero after me. By the way, Akira is not my real name, but it was my Japanese name I picked my first day of Japanese class in high school. So, went with it for this channel. You kind of needed a language teacher.
里の者が祝杯の宴の主役はどこだとしびれを切らしておりましてな。皆さん、ぜひ里にいらしてください。
So everyone come to the village. You must be tired after this whole party we've had. And yeah, I do want to point out this comment by this friendly space station here. We have this friendly space station in Osaka that says your positivity is indefatigable. I might have said that word wrong because that's not a word I say very much. But yeah, you kind of need this for learning language. Whether it's lag or really learning a language, you will make mistakes all the time. Whether you're a language learner or a teacher, doesn't really matter. Part of the game, you'll make mistakes all the time, and that's fine. I always in my classroom want to make it very clear. Making mistakes is good. Making mistakes is good. We can learn from mistakes. We can level up from mistakes. Someone makes a mistake, we see it. If we notice it, we can learn from that. You can level up not just yourself, but others through your mistakes. So yeah, this kind of a sense of being positive and research has shown too, just having no anxiety while learning languages, that's really important part of it. Keeping it positive, keeping it light, keeping it fun.
待ってました。祝杯の宴よ。さあ行きましょう。
So we've been waiting. Time for the feast. さあ行きましょう。Let's go. And yeah, so he says now we got the feast. Let's do it. And by the way, any of these words could possibly be new words that we add to our power level. Tebi says, Sensei is just the positivity I need today. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, the thing about positivity and learning and all these things, they're contagious. That's what I've kind of realized even more on this stream. When people in chat are positive, it spreads. When people are negative, which doesn't happen that much here, that spreads too. So I recommend keep things fun, keep things positive, keep things light, because it's not just about you. That the way we humans are, all these things kind of they spread around. It grows. So let's have a party.
Huh? ラムダの人たちは厳格な方ばかりだと思っていたけれど、平和になって嬉しいのはみんな同じね。
So the people in this holy city of it's called Lamuda. They're normally quite strict, but when the world becomes peaceful again, heiwa, peace, 平和になって嬉しいのはみんな同じね。So everyone's the same, they're happy when it becomes peaceful. So we finally got to have this feast. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it so much that Veronica, we see Veronica's name here, that Veronica would get jealous. New party member, welcome. Yokoso. Japanese castaway. We got a new title, the Savior of the World, basically. I think this is the name for the world, kind of like Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings. We have saved the world. We've defeated the Dark Lord. Yet, the third act still remains. What is going to happen, I wonder? Well, let's save the game. We can run around again, finally. There's a quest. People seem to be having a good time. I think we could save here. There's even a star by our save now. Which, honestly, I think it's kind of strange that they showed the credits when you pass Act 2, because really Act 3 is a huge part of the game and the story too. It's kind of surprising to me that some people don't play beyond Act 2, because really, it's another full act. It's another huge section of story and important character development, story development, huge reveals, surprises, backstory, character depth, all these things. It's surprising to me that people don't do Act 3. Some people said that on chat yesterday. It's kind of surprising the game framed it in a way that the game seemed to be possibly over, because it did show the credits, but it's very much not. Okay, so what are we doing? We still got the Boken Guide, it's not over. Boken Guide. We got a new party member as well. Yokoso. Japanese Questaway, welcome. So, Boken means adventure. Boken Guide. So, adventure guide. Here's our adventure guide. So, enjoy the feast. Sonogo. So, after that, Sekai no yosu o miru tame. So, to see how the world is doing, go outside of this holy city of Ramada. Interesting. So, we can just leave at a certain point after enjoying the feast. Then perhaps something will happen. By the way, we're talking about spreading positivity. One place we do that on Japanese Quest is Twitter as well. Don't know if you're out there, Chalk, or Joe Mako, the creator and media file adder of this website that we've been talking about this week, the Immersion Kit. Did a tweet about it. Kind of wanted to show it, because it's quite a useful site. Plus the tweet, people seem to dig the site quite a bit. Let's check it out quick. If someone wants to do the command ! Twitter, you can check out our Twitter. Let's see it over here. So as you can see, there's some bells. People are checking this stuff out. So here's our... I might show some audio, so let's pause this for a second. Okay, so what is Japanese Quest? Anyone new? This is what it is. Japanese Quest is a noun, a journey through Japanese video game worlds, guided by a Japanese teacher, that's me, and a cat, that's this cat here, Griffin Sensei, our first party member. If you want to become a party member, you can follow, join us on this journey as well. So let's see, today, we made this tweet, and it's almost up to 1,000 likes. People seem to like it. It's not because the tweet's amazing, it's because the site is amazing. The site's very, very good. Almost 400 retweets. That's pretty good for me, because we don't have that many followers. We've got, what, a bit over 2,000 followers. So that's quite good. Most people retweeting it don't follow Japanese Quest, don't even know what Japanese Quest is. Anyway, let's look at this. Let's look at this tweet, though. So this site, got a video of it here. This site is so useful and one of a kind that, in my opinion, it requires an instant bookmark. Why? Here's some bullet points. First, this is the main one. You can easily search vocab and grammar in over 100,000 sentences across 32 anime and growing. In fact, the creator was here yesterday, and I think they said it was actually 34 anime, but it was posted officially as 32 on the site, so I didn't want to make it 34. Also, you can search in English, and to me this is kind of the strength of the site, because this could appeal to people that are not even studying Japanese, just that like anime, which is a much bigger group probably. You could just search in English and find all these lines in your favorite anime. You can search in English. You can forget the Japanese element entirely if you want to. Also, full Japanese audio. You can make Anki cards. Also, free. You can click on it there. Immersion kit. You want to link it in chat, you can do that. Let me just show you the clip I showed, why it's kind of so cool. Wait a minute. Let's start over. So for this one, I just searched. You can search in brackets. If you search Japanese with these brackets here, you can do a specific phrase. So I search for "suki desu," which basically means like I like you or I love you. Let's see a few examples of that. So different anime. That's Shirokuma Cafe. Again, that one. This one is Re:Zero. And then you can pick the anime. That's the really cool thing too. You can get specific anime. And that's just one phrase, but obviously you can search for any number of things. Like grammar, for example, can be very useful. Like this one here, I'd say people in the Japanese class Discord would ask questions like, how do I use something in a sentence, like shikanai? So I showed us some examples of how you can do that. People just started answering with links to the immersion kit, which can be very useful too. And also, should point out, the creator is Matthew Chan. Again, not sure if you're in chat right now, but if you are, big shout out. Also, Joe Mako, not sure if you're in chat, but they're both on our Discord sometimes. And they are both the reason this site exists. My understanding is Matthew Chan created the website, and Joe Mako provided the media files. So yeah, the other cool thing, new features keep being added by Matthew Chan, and other people may add new media too, potentially. Join their Discord, check it out. Now, for example, new feature today, you can now directly download images and audio. In addition, you could do Anki starting, I think, yesterday. Now you can download audio, you can download images, and for this one, I just, for fun, looked up Anosa. Let's see that one. It's just kind of cool to see the same phrase across many different anime, and also to see which has the most of a certain phrase. For example, if you did Anosa and they had Naruto, they don't have Naruto yet, but maybe someday, Naruto would win. Because Naruto all the time is like, Anosa, Anosa. He doubles it up too. He says it all the time. Anyway, we got some bells. People like the tweet. Let's see what they like. So yeah, people like... Yeah, we got some reading material for today too. I should mention that tweet too. We just did that tweet about today. Thank you, Knowledge Fellowship, for that tweet out. See, people are spreading this around. I noticed too in the Spanish language community, everyone's spreading around this website. As you can see here, a lot of Spanish people seem to be really into this as well, Spanish-speaking people. So let's go back to our page. And the other question too, one thing we're doing, Japanese Summer Reading Club, check it out. If you want to use this hashtag, you can. If you want to join our Discord, you can. There's a new channel for it. And the question is, what are you reading this weekend? Because here, you can see some solid reading material here. Very good grammar book, plus the game we're playing right now. Thought that was awesome, so I had to retweet that. So solid reading material. What are you reading this weekend? Reply to this tweet. Say what you're reading. The goal, just have fun, read some Japanese. So much like the pick above, I will be reading and teaching Japanese through Dragon Quest XI today. That's what we're doing now. So live now. And that's where you are. Sweet. Wow, almost up to 100 likes on that. So if you like those tweets, like them. Let's go back to the game. But again, a major thing that we do on Japanese Quest, if there are things that are like the best that exist for learning Japanese, we spread that. Because what we're all about is, like people said, spreading positivity and spreading like the most useful information and content and resources there are for Japanese. And the biggest tweets I've ever had are simply for category leaders. Like, this is a new thing. Nothing is as good as this right now for this kind of thing. My other biggest tweet was just for tons of reading resources, and there was really nothing better than that at that time. That's why these tweets get so big, because it's just showing the best stuff that currently exists. This is what it is. And just explaining it very clearly. This is why this is amazing. Let's spread it now. This is a thing that should exist in the world. Let's do that now. Which is also why Japanese Quest exists. I thought that Japanese teacher playing games, teaching language through games, that should be a thing that exists now. Let's do it. Okay, now it exists. That's kind of what we're about here. Things that should exist, make them exist. And let's spread the word about that. Let's make more things exist. Ah, Chalk, you're here. Yeah, you are very welcome. So yeah, let's make all the things that should exist. Let's make those exist. That's what we're all about here on Japanese Quest. And Chalk has certainly done that. A thing that should exist, that I've wanted to exist for a while. You made it. That's good. Thing that I thought should exist. Japanese Quest, a Japanese teacher teaching Japanese through games. Thought it should exist. Did it. Let's keep making the things that should exist. Let's make them exist so that they exist. Sound good? Alright. Any more comments? Yeah, there are... It's almost like we're spoiled being Japanese learners. There's almost like too many good resources. It's kind of crazy. Like, other languages I feel like don't always get this. There's just so many good resources. It's pretty crazy. Slippy, I am also here to learn Japanese. Yep, that's what we do. But also part of it, like, I want to be clear, like, this resource for learning Japanese, it's not that efficient. Because a big part of it is also just having fun, talking about random stuff, talking about other resources. It's kind of more like, if you imagine, it's like when people hang out after class. And that's sometimes the time that it really matters. Because then you just have random conversations, maybe you're playing a video game on your Game Boy. You're just hanging out. That's kind of what you need too. You need a place just to hang out. A time to study when you're not really needing to study. That's the time. Chalk says, I feel like there are more resources to learn Japanese online than Romantic languages, even though there are more people learning those languages. Yeah, I think that may be true. I feel like, you know, people like you who are developers who develop for Japanese, like it seems like there's a big crossover with developers and Japanese learners, which makes for tons of cool resources, and also people that are kind of like nerdier into games and things like that, like people like me. Like, I grew up on video games, now I became a Japanese teacher, boom, combine them, I'm doing it, and now I'm not the only one doing it. Like, before me, Game Grammar is doing a similar thing. After me, people like Gengo, they're doing a similar thing. And so, the journey goes on, and the journey is multi-pathed. There are many paths to choose, there are many teachers, learners, and this is just one path. We can share this moment on this journey, and that's kind of the fun of it. And then we can go off on our own journey and then come back again. Okay, so we're at this party. I don't really know what to do at this party. Let's just talk to Hendrik. Or Eric. Yeah, I thought this is what is happening. So Hendrik he's popular with the ladies. Oh, otokomae. So we could add that word. It means like manly, so you're very manly. Iikara desu to. So yeah, you have a really good body. So I means good. Karada means body. So yeah, you have a good body. I was actually wrong. So this is actually, even though I clicked on them, this is actually what Greg is saying. He's like, what? I'm manly? What? I have a good body? I am the general of Dundrasil. I can't be taking praise like this. It's unbecoming of me. Oi, Akira. 先ほどからこの婦人方が解放してくるのか。So please help me. Please help me free me from these women that are coming after me. Okay. So again, the adventure guide says to go outside the city, so yeah, let's do that. So let me just talk to one more person at this party here. Let's see what Eric's about. Or I guess Kamu in Japanese. Soieba omae. Urunoga o taoshita toki. So when he defeated Mordegon, the Dark Lord's sword. We got that sword, didn't you? Or you got that sword, didn't you? So again, Mao we defeated, and Ken sword. So we did get that sword, didn't we? So the look of it has changed, but originally that was the hero sword, wasn't it? Huh, if you equipped it, I don't think it would be a problem, do you? Huh, can we equip that sword? So we have the hero here. Was not even in our group, I guess. Wait a minute, didn't we get like the sword of... Did I never upgrade his sword? Baka desu ne, sensei wa. Like we had the sword of the hero, doesn't he? And I never equipped it? Oh my goodness. Yusha no Tsurugi. For the final boss, I never equipped the hero sword. How stupid is that? And like we got this the sword of the... We can now equip the sword of the Dark Lord as well. So for the final battle and all of that, did not even equip the hero sword. That is ridiculous. What was I smoking? Maybe a World Tree Leaf. I don't know. But how did we miss that? And like, I know like no one else noticed either, but like I don't blame you not missing it, but like I should not have missed that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, no wonder the Yusha was not as good as they could have been. What in the world? That is so foolish. Yeah. So your attacks become lightning attacks. That sounds good. We should have done that. If you use it during battle, you can save one Nakama from a bad status effect. I think that's like using the sword as an item. That sounds fairly useful. Give me a break. How do we not do that? Yeah, we should have said, we should have, when we were fighting the Dark Lord, when we were like near the end, we should have been like, Princess Bride, I know something you don't know. I'm not using the Sword of the Hero. And then like switch onto the Sword of the Hero. Well, now I guess we can be the Dark Lord. Check this out. Oh, that's two-handed though, huh? Yeah, I can't believe that happened, but that happened. Let's go back to the hero sword, the sword we should be wielding. And let's get a shield. Yeah, I think that was our shield. Yeah, I cannot believe we did not have that equipped. That's kind of ridiculous. I, to be honest, thought it would auto-equip it, just because it was such a big part of the story. I thought it would be equipped automatically, but apparently not. Take a look at our new sword, the Sword of the Hero. We forged it. It was a huge quest that took like many Japanese Quest episodes. We forged it, but then failed to equip it. Imagine that. You can see it there now, though. Looks pretty good. Yep, the shield's not bad either. Now, finally, after beating the game, now we equipped it. Wow. Yeah, thank you for Eric for letting us know. If Eric did not tell us, how long would it have taken to check our sword situation? My goodness, good thing we talked to some random people. Alright. Now let's go outside. Boy. I forgot that it just delayed. Oi. What are you doing just leaving by yourself? Katteni. See, this is the kind of word that'd be fun to look up on that immersion kit we saw earlier. Katteni. It kind of means something to do like selfishly or something to do just without thinking about other people. Katteni. You know what? I'm just like digging that immersion kit so much, I think I need to search it now. Let's go back to that immersion kit. I knew I'd have to check something today because we talked about it earlier. So where are we story-wise? We saved the world, but now stuff is happening. The story goes on. Did we save the world? Did we really save the world? We will find out. But we also must see about this word. So, katteni. Let's put that in. So, katteni. And yeah, let's make it actually in katteni. Like that. That's the way it was in the game. So there are 11 throughout all these different anime. There are the most in Zero Kara. And let's see some of them. One feature I was thinking would be cool. I don't know if you're still here, Chalk, but I really liked some of these features. I was today finding out I could order by JLPT level, which was a helpful filter. Like if you make it N2 or N3, it can filter to see less sentences that are not using some kanji. New party member, welcome. And by the way, awesome tool again. So if you are into this tool, I recommend if someone could like link this in the chat. This tool is amazing. Check it out. But I was thinking one filter that could be cool to consider in the future, possibly just like some kind of filter to like simply order the sentences by length. Because like as a Japanese teacher, I was thinking, in general, you just kind of want to find shorter, simpler, easier to digest sentences. And often shorter, like starting shorter, going longer, could be a nice filter. I'm not sure if that would be possible, but some filter to consider. Like these are cool filters, but a filter just saying like shortest to longest, longest to shortest, that could be a really nice additional filter. Let's see some other examples people use. Interesting. So even they're talking about the cup, it doesn't have to be a person. The cup fell down on its own. See, this is the really cool thing about this site. You realize like the full scope of how some of these phrases can be used. Because generally it is used for humans, but even a cup. Gorilla-kun, welcome. What else do we got? Just because she's a half-elf, notice it's a bit different than the literal translation here, but that's how it works with subtitles sometimes. So yeah, Mikiri, don't just assume just because she's a half-elf something. Anyway, very cool site. I'm kind of curious. There probably is more Kateni, possibly, if there's not kanji. I'm not sure how that works exactly with the site. I'm still learning about it. It's still new. But the really cool thing now, you can make these into Anki cards now too, which is awesome, obviously. And also, you can download. This is a new feature today. If you want to download the audio, you can. The screenshot, you can. All very cool. And the create deck is still in construction. I'm curious what that will be someday. But a feature that I would kind of like, that I've mentioned before, is if, like that list that we saw, let's do another random thing. What's someone's favorite word in Japanese? I'll do one of my favorite words. One that gets mentioned sometimes is like refrigerator. Reizouko. Oh no, am I writing it wrong? It's reizouko. Reizouko. There we go. Okay. How many refrigerators across all these 34 anime? There are 16 refrigerators. Yeah, again, it'd be kind of cool if I could order these from short to longest, just so we could, like, find the most basic ones. Or the most... the ones that aren't so scary looking first, for example. So there's some in the fridge back home. From Cardcaptor Sakura, very cool. If you like that audio, you can now download it. Yeah, what I would love, it would be cool if you could order from shorter to longer, first of all, because then you could kind of find easier ones I'm a Japanese teacher. For my Japanese class, I would love shorter ones for them. And for this Japanese quest even, I'd like shorter ones maybe first sometimes for them, for learners. It's just simply, you're a learner, this scares you, this you want to see first maybe. It's a good option. And what I would love, if I could hand pick, like you can download, you can Anki, maybe if there's like another option somehow, I'm not sure how you'd put that in, but if you could somehow like hand pick a list of your own to maybe learn, for example, some certain grammar point. You could just hand pick a bunch of sentences, you can make a list, and then maybe for your deck or your list or something, you could like have a list. You could have a list that looks like what we saw before, but you can make a list ordered in your own personalized way. That would be very cool. But again, these are nitpicks. The site as it is now already is very, very good. Those are just some things that as a Japanese teacher that I'm kind of got weird dreams for Japanese tools. Those would be things that would be useful for my in-class and in Japanese Quest applications. And probably for some learners too. Back to the game.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Ooh, let's see. I see some comments. Let me quick look at the comments here, because Chalk made some comments back. Let's see. Chalk says, the results change a lot between N5 and N3. Yeah, I noticed that, so I did like that feature a lot. Chalk says, sure sounds like a good filter. Not sure why anyone would want the longest sentence. Yeah, I'm not sure why you want the longest one, but yeah, mainly shortest to longest would be cool. I'm working on login for that. I'm guessing that might be for the comment I made about the making a personalized list kind of thing. Yeah, that could be very cool. Very cool. Tebby says, I don't know how useful it could be, but a like button per sentence would be nice to know what sentences people find good. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, it could be a thing where, like, if you have a profile, any favorite sentences, I mean, that could kind of be like your personalized list that you make too. Anyway, things to think about. Very cool site already, but cool things to think about. Sort by rating. I've always worried about rating because there might be trolls. Yeah, I wonder. The thing you'd start getting with ratings, though, is, like, because it's anime, you start getting, like, bias towards certain series that people are fans of, or like bias towards certain like meme value of certain phrases. I'm not sure if you'd want that. I don't know. Like the way it is now is pretty awesome. Just a few different sorting options I think could be cool. And by the way, is there any way to make like comments on certain cards? I noticed one yesterday, 'cause, like I've done some deep digging on the site. I noticed one audio file that was, for some reason, it seemed to be just wrong. The audio was like a different sentence from the same anime, it sounded like, but a different sentence. If you find that kind of error, is there a way to suggest? And yeah, someone please link it. This is a awesome resource created by Chalk here, and it's called Immersion Kit / Dictionary. Yeah, it's the dictionary feature on this Immersion Kit that is very, very cool. So yeah, thanks again for the link from Unboxus. Yeah, a report error or something might be cool. And yeah, the concept of rating, I wonder how that works. That I'm not sure about. I have mixed feelings about a rating concept. Like, I feel like part of it is like you don't want to make things too busy. I kind of think one of the cool things about this site right now, it's super clean, super simple. It's like all the useful stuff, it's kind of right there. And like in a way, like adding more, I talked before about like adding drama, adding games, like that would be cool. And like I think that's would be good. But in a way, like having it all focused on anime too, with all audio and all screenshot, like that's in a way cool right now too. Like that simplicity is kind of nice.
どうしたの？どこか行きたい場所があるなら、私たちもついていくわよ。
So notice again, there was that lag, but remember, that lag is a feature of Japanese Quest, at least today. I'm joking, it's not something I planned, but let's pretend it's a feature. It gives you time to practice your reading. Practice reading the sentence, and then they'll read it out loud and see if you were right. So, what are you doing? Where are you? Is there somewhere you want to go? If so, then we'll come along as well. Oh sweet, Joe Mako is here as well. Yeah, I also want to give a big shout out to Joe Mako. Joe Mako hasn't been on the stream very much recently, but they are often on our Discord. And Joe Mako, like we've been talking a lot about this immersion kit. My understanding is that all of the media, all of those came from Anki decks created by Joe Mako. Is that correct? Because people who like the immersion kit could also just seek out those Anki decks. Because I think if you use those Anki decks, you can go through like those anime like in order. Isn't that right? Because that could be very attractive to people too. And I don't know, I was kind of thinking like finding those decks more easily through the site. Immersion deck site could be kind of cool. Like I saw that Joe Mako, like your profile of your projects was linked, but in a way, like some kind of link to those decks, at least I think could be pretty relevant to people. Anyway, I'm just Japanese teacher saying stuff that I think students might like, but yeah, check out those decks too, because if you just want to find a deck of the different anime, that's also super useful. I'd plan to possibly use those decks and make teaching videos through those on Japanese Quest here. So yeah, check out Joe Mako's decks. If someone could link those decks, that'd be really cool. So Joe Mako says, correct. All the content is mine. Chalk. I don't like to say Chalk Blood because to me it's like a weird image, so I say Chalk, but Chalk did all the website. Cool, yeah, very cool. So yeah, very much check out those. I get kind of confused. Like, is there like one page where all of your Anki decks are, Joe Mako? It's like I used to know where they were, and I could like find it on the shared decks for Anki, but now I don't know where to find that. Is there like one link you can link us to find like all your Anki decks? Because there's so many and they're all so high quality. Would you mind linking it? 'Cause like I kind of want to know the link myself so I can like share it properly. Like I feel like now that you've made so many decks, it's like kind of confusing to figure out where the decks are. I don't really know. Like, I don't really know about, like, downloading decks from not the shared Anki website, if you know what I mean. Anyway, just curious. In any case, check out that website that we showed before, the immersion kit. Check out also the decks it's based on by Joe Mako. All of it is awesome. So that's the spreadsheet for my decks and others. Right. Yeah, I know about the spreadsheets, just like I kind of get confused by spreadsheets. I just want, like, it'd be cool if there's just like a link that like linked all the decks in some way, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me confused by spreadsheets. Kelly, Ohio. Good morning. All right, so where were we? So can we come along as well? I think they can. So Guerra-kun says, I'm here about 10 minutes and loving it. Right now I'm learning Japanese about 2 months. It's amazing what you're doing here. You've been here 10 minutes and we've been talking about nothing but random different learning resources, so I'm glad that you like it. But yeah, usually we do more teaching. So yeah, I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese in context from games. Normally that's what we do, but recently we've been blessed to have some great content creators and resource creators in chat. So we kind of had to talk about it because the resources they make are so awesome that we just can't not talk about it. So Chalk making that website, Immersion Kit, Joe Mako making all those awesome Anki sites based on anime, based on games that also that site is based on. We kind of got to talk about it because these resources are simply the best that exists right now in those categories. So we kind of have to talk about it. That's what we do. We learn Japanese from games, and we show people the other best resources that exist currently in the world. Those are some of them. And we are all on this journey, coming together, and we can shout out those resources. We can shout out how we learn Japanese. We're all on this journey together, at least for this moment. So let's go. Let's say... Hai! Ikimashou.
そうね。平和になった世界も見て回りたいし、気になることがあるなら徹底的に調べておかなきゃ。
Yeah, Joe Mako, I don't blame you at all, to be honest. Like, I should more, but I almost never watch people stream, even though, like, I like all these other streamers. Like, I like them a lot. I just don't like watching streams that much. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that. I'm like, hey, people, you shouldn't watch my stream. Like, in a way, I'm actually saying that. But, also, subscribe. Thank you for the dragon. Thank you very much for the sub. The quest continues. Rue3K, thank you very much for the dragon. Yeah, I don't want to be spoiled. Fair enough. I open the channel, get a view, and mute the page. Ah, thanks. I appreciate that a lot. I often do that too, actually. I will often run streams in, like, another window, but then, like, I'll do tweets and things and, like, talk to people on Discord in different ways, and I'll watch it, like, here and there. That's kind of the way I watch streams often, so if you see I'm there sometimes, I may not be listening, but I'm there. I'm on the journey. I just might be lurking. I'm a big lurker, so yeah, I agree with you there. And yeah. Wow, Rue, thank you very much for the 29 months. 29 months. That's well over 2 years. Thank you very much, Rue, for all the subs. Arigato. Let's get some hype for that new dragon from Rue. Let's get some dragon hype in the chat because, wow, that's a lot of dragons. We got another dragon. What? A new dragon has been summoned. The hype is real for Japanese learning on Twitch. Let's do it. Let's go. Alright. So... Heiwa. This is the key. Peace. Heiwa. Peace. Oh my goodness. What is happening to my brain? This is... What's happening to my brain is that Japanese teacher things are now happening to my brain. Now, like, every time I'm seeing it, like, a keyword in the sentence, my brain is going, oh no, we should now look this up for more examples with audio on the immersion kit. What have you done to me? Chalk. What have you done to me? Joe Mako. Every time now, like normally I like jump out and be like, this is a keyword. Let's like look at this keyword. Now I'm wanting to like jump to the immersion kit. Like I wonder, is there like some seamless way I could like click on this word and like boom, immersion kit right here. Here's examples. Like, do I need like a new like immersion kit like module on my freaking Japanese Quest at this point? Like that's my Japanese teacher brain is going in that direction. So yeah, the word heiwa, I just get curious. That's why we have this stream. It's kind of powered by curiosity. I have like an overdeveloped sense of curiosity. Like when I see a new word, like I now want to know the stats. Like I want to know how many times is the word peace used across 34 anime on immersion kit. I want to know. In fact, I need to know. Let's go back to immersion kit. So here's all our words. We'll add new words, and this word here, heiwa, peace. Let's find out. Here's the word for peace. We must know. 87 is the answer. I knew it would be high because peace is big. Again, I'm kind of wishing I could like sort by like shortest to longest. Like what is the default sort anyway? Like maybe the default sort should be shortest to longest. I don't really know. Chalk, do you know what the default sort is? Just curious. Anyway, all these words with peace. Check it out. Tons of peace in Anohana. That's really good anime, by the way. Ooh, tons of peace in Durara. Why is there so much peace in there? Huh. Let's check out this one. You can just sort by anime too. Super peace. I like it. So much peace. Doko no heiwa. Yeah, it helps a lot to have the short ones for like, just for a Japanese teacher or for a Japanese learner, starting out short and kind of building from there in complexity helps a lot. Ooh, I like that one. We'll be protecting the peace. Yeah, it's so nice. We see a keyword in Dragon Quest, and then you can just jump from there as a springboard from a word to now seeing how is this used in anime. Like, when I first saw the tool, like I knew it's good. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't know it like keep like in my thoughts being like, I want to see this now. Like I want to know. Because really this is how you learn languages. You have a word, you need many examples. Like research says you have a new word, you need 7 to 14 examples of that word in context before you truly learn it. Guess what? Look up that word, you now have 87 examples. That's incredibly powerful. With audio, with possibly familiar text, which is also huge for learning. You want like relevant texts you're interested in, and for many students in Japanese, they're familiar with anime. They might even like really be into it. So really, this is just a huge tool for learning. And once I'm back in the classroom, sometime soon, this will be huge. Let's go back to the game.
What does the scouter say about
So anyway, sorry about that again, going back away from the game. But yeah, since we had that big tweet, I felt like now is the time to look at this site a few times today. Let's see if there's more comments that someone made. There's no sorting. Did someone say something about sorting? I might have missed some comments. Ah, there is no sorting. Okay, yeah, I was curious if there's a sorting. It's just sort of the way I imported the decks. Got it. Yeah, I was wondering the sorting, because it seemed like there was some sorting, but it must just have been like based on where the decks are. Yeah, interesting. Very cool. IDJ says, yeah, the audio, photo, instant export on key is unmatched. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Ooh, Rue, thank you for banning someone. Why did you ban them? I didn't notice what happened. Did someone spam or something? We've had some spam a little bit recently. Okay, so again, the keyword is heiwa. Heiwa ni natta. Sekaimo. So in this world, it is now peaceful. We had a bot. Okay, thank you for the ban, Rue. Yeah, so even if in this peaceful world, there are things to investigate. Thank you, thank you.
そういえばグロッタの町の南で何か光っているのが見えなかったか
Ooh, see, yep. The story is very much not over. There's still so many cutscenes. I don't know why some people act like the game was over, because, like, there's still tons of story, tons of cutscenes, tons of character development, even, like, tons of secrets and, like, big story events left in the game. So it's very much not over. I'm just looking at the Twitter real quick. People are still very much retweeting that tweet about that immersion kit website. People dig it. Okay. So now that you mention it, kind of, this village to the south, Minami, south, there was something glowing, something sparkling down there. Yeah, it was and it wasn't. So the boss that we defeated was not the final boss. It was, but it wasn't. It's let's put it like this. So Morrigan we did defeat, and that was kind of the big bad throughout the whole game. So it seemed like that would be the final boss, and yet there's still something strange going on somewhere. Something shining. And perhaps there's another final boss. We'll find out.
俺はあれが気になるんだが、ま、どこに行くかはお前に任せるよ。それじゃ行こうぜ。
So yeah, I kind of am curious about what's going on there. But yeah, wherever we go, I'll leave it up to you. それじゃ行こう. Let's go. So, お前に, so to you, the main character, 任せる. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave where to go to you. Yeah, Joe Mako, this is right. The first end in quotation came about at the end of Act 2. That's right. But they're... Yeah, it's not really the end, though, so that's the kind of weird thing. To me, it doesn't really feel like post-game content. It feels more like game content. I feel like, to me, it's kind of weird they had credits there. Because there's so much game, people are missing out on so much story. I think they're kind of like... Like, I think maybe they did it because, like, the game is so long. They're like, saying, okay, a normal game, yeah, it would end now. But this game, there's still tons of story left. It's not over. It was not the end. At least that's my feeling of it. I've played through the game in English, and it's very much was not the end. To be honest, it was so much not the end in my mind, I didn't remember there was credits at that time, because I just assumed it was like the next act and there wouldn't be credits. Okay, so now... Nakamatachi no hanashi o kikinagara. So as we talk, listen to what our nakama have to say, listen to what our friends have to say, we can use teleport and check out the world, explore the world. So this Ruda spell is the teleport spell, I believe. We got a new party member. Yokoso. Japanese Quest Away. Welcome. Okay. So where are we now? Sa. Ikimashou. IDJ, that is true. That is true. Katakana may in fact be the final boss. Yeah, and I haven't mentioned it before, but I'm actually... That's part of why I might not play Pokemon. I'm kind of burnt out on Pokemon myself. And part of the reason is when it first came out, I played tons of Pokemon Go, the smartphone game. When it first came out, for, I don't know, at least that summer and a bit more, I played tons of Pokemon Go. So much so, I got a bit burnt out on Pokemon in general. But that's just me. Like, I like Pokemon, don't get me wrong. But, I was really into that game at the time. Partly because I love hiking and exploring the world as well, so it kind of combined those two interests. I played it all the time, got really into it. But, as a result, I feel like I'm burnt out on Pokemon in general now for a while. But that's just me. Yeah, it was a crazy time. And I played a lot of Pokemon Go at that time. Alright, so let's see where we are now. It said teleport different places. It said to go to this place that is sparkling. Which one was that? Let's check. It was like... It was... Burota, I think. Yeah, you know what? That sounds kind of true. We got another dragon! Natalie Pandora, thank you very much for the dragon. Thank you very much for the sub. 3 months. Subbed from Natalie Pandora. Arigato. Okay, so where is this light? Did they say, like, south of here, didn't they? Yeah. Something's here. Nazo means a mystery. Nazo no Iseki. So some mysterious ruins. And we see an exclamation point, so probably around the world we can find these, tiny pink exclamation points. Let's go there. Something strange. And, Callie and Kanji, I think you missed it, but you were here yesterday when we fought the Dark Lord. Today, we realized the whole time with this hero, we had never equipped the hero sword. We spent all those days forging it, gathering all the materials, getting the hammer, all of that. We never equipped it. It's so dumb. Baka desu ne, ore wa. I could not believe it. That whole fight, that whole quest through the whole, like, the evil castle, never equipped the hero sword. Ridiculous. Ooh, good question from Ru3K. Anyone know the word for pink in Japanese? How in the world do we go south? What is going on here? Can we climb over this stuff? Nani kore? You can climb this. What the heck is going on here? Scalodon, you've got it. Pinku. Pinku, it's just in katakana, so it sounds like pink, roughly. Pinku. By the way, have we leveled up with the power of pink? If we have not, now might be the power to level up with the power of pink. Yep, there's another option too, by Riga Plays. Momoido, which is like, Momo is peach, so it's like peach color. Ooh, we're seeing the tweet again. I don't know why I jumped to the tweet, but we got some more retweets on that tool. People really dig it. The immersion kit. And let's go here to the dictionary. What's the color for pink? Let's put it in English. Pinku. Let's see if we've powered up with this word yet. This is how we power up. We find a word, copy it, the Rikai-kun tool, add it. We have added it already. What about the other one that was mentioned? Yep, the second one here. Wanikani level 44. Pink, color of peach, because Momo is peach. Look at the kanji. Momo, peach. Let's power up with power of... In fact, let's power up the power of peach if we have not done that. So Momo, peach. Have we learned that word? Let's check. So normally we do learn words from the game, but sometimes from chat we learn words too. So here, Momo, we have learned that. What about the color though? So green means it's a duplicate. So Momoiro. This I'm guessing we have not learned. What? We've learned all these words! I guess we've fully unlocked the power of pink already. Oh well. As you can see, we've learned over 3,000 words, so many words are duplicates. They show up as green through conditional formatting here on our spreadsheet. But don't worry, we'll find some new words today.
What does the scouter say about his
Finding
power
green
level?
words, duplicates, is good too, because then we can get that all-important repetition that you need for learning. Hi, you guys. You're still here? Dude, we've saved the world already. Why are you still here? That is true, Yuga plays, so it is relevant to the game. That is true. Yeah, I'm not sure when we learned the word for pink, but I think it was a long time ago. Ooh, here's... Ah, here we go. Check out that suspicious ruins. I think we gotta try out our hero sword at least once. So let's change our lineup so we can have our hero here. Okay, before we battle though, when you're learning Japanese, breaks are very important. When you're streaming, breaks are important too. So Japanese Quest will be back. Japanese Quest will be back shortly. And then we'll find what's going on with those ruins and we'll defeat these guys and try out our new hero sword. And check out the vocab here. Good vocab for gaming. See if you know all of it. If not, we got words down here too. And by the way, new words. If we find some new words, we can add new words up here because today so far we've not added new words yet. Let's add some. So, Itakimasu, Japanese Quest will be back after a short break. Okay, Japanese Quest is back. Let's wreck some fools. Alright. Okay, finally, time to use the hero sword for the first time. Not bad. That would have been better than what we had before. Don't know what we were smoking. Did not use the hero sword. Ridiculous. Yeah, this lag for battle is not cool. Last time it fixed it when I like shut down my computer, started again. This time we won't do that, but after the stream I will. How many push-ups on break? I did 20 and then like one really slow one. How about everyone else? How many push-ups on break? Gotta do your push-ups. At least that's my recommendation. The goal is level up in the game, level up in real life, both in Japanese and physically. It's all connected. Here we go. Did we come here before? So, mai ni, before. Kuru, to come. Ta, past tense. So, did we come here before? I don't know.
とてもよく似た建物をどこかで目にしたような気が。
I feel like somewhere we saw some buildings. Here's the word for building. Tatemono. The two kanji. Build. Thing. A built thing. What's a built thing? It's a building. So tatemono. Dokoka de. So somewhere I felt like we saw very similar buildings. Ah, yeah. Is that like animated? You mean this one? It's not animated, but it is on Twitch, maybe? Yeah, I don't really know about emotes that are animated.
この独特な装飾、確か神の民の里でも見たわ。
Right.
神の民と関係があるのかしら。
Yeah, so this unique decoration. I feel like we saw this in the village of the Watchers. In Japanese, they're called something a bit different, like the god people, basically. Kami no Tami. In English, they were called the Watchers. And could it have some relation to them? Yeah, it must be.
何か新しい発見があるかもしれないわね。ちょっと中を調べてみましょうよ。
There may be some new discovery. Let's take a look inside. Kind of cool word here. Hakken. Discovery. You can also make it like a suru verb. So you can say hakken suru. To discover something. And today we still have not had our power level go up. So let's try to find at least a word or two. This one, Discovery, pretty sure we learned it back in something like Breath of the Wild. Tons of like discoveries and research in that game at a certain point in the game. All these other words, probably too, we have learned. We've learned quite a few words, huh? Good words. You can see all those words down here. The words that we did learn already. Alright. Ooh, 綺麗ですね. Anyone who's seen the stream before, you know that I'm into waterfalls. In fact, my favorite place to visit in the world, waterfalls. My favorite kanji for waterfall. Yeah, I'm pretty into waterfalls. ここはどんな場所なのか探索すれば. So if we search to see what kind of place this is, 何か新しい発見があるかもしれない. We may have some new discovery. Yep, good kanji. Thanks for writing it. So let's look inside. Okay, but first let's check the waterfall out. Kirei desu ne. Ooh, there's Greg.
Yeah.
Can we get closer to the waterfall? I think it's funny how we're like in these mysterious, important ruins, and I'm just looking at the waterfall. We're trying to. That's how I roll. So this reminds me of the first game we played in Japanese Quest, Xenoblade 2, because that game too had a strange mural. This is the word for mural. What it really is, with the kanji, wall, the kanji for wall, plus the kanji for picture, it's a wall picture. If you think about it, kind of easier than the word mural. What's the word mural mean anyway? It's kind of a weird word if you think about it. But wall picture, that makes sense. Hekiga. Wall picture, mural, okay. So that's a strange mural, isn't it? Nandaka. Yeah, I'm kind of, something's drawing me in. Ah, yeah, that's like that thing that we saw. The star falling in the sky.
この遺跡を探している間に神の民が書いた書物を見つけたんじゃ。そこにはこう書かれておる。
So looking around in the ruins, here's the word for ruins. Iseki. Ah, cool. It seems like mural comes from Latin, you think? From the word for wall? Cool. My Latin is not all it could be. Anyone in chat know Latin? I never studied it formally. Let's see. So searching the ruins, again, Iseki, ruins. Looks like I found a book written by the Watchers. In here, this is what's written.
ロトゼタシアの大地より生まれし悠久の時間の流れを紡ぐ精霊その名は失われた時の化身
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of schools actually do teach Latin. In fact, I recently looked at the stats in the US at least for language programs. I believe there are more Latin programs in the country than there are Japanese programs in the country by number. I could be wrong on that, but from what I saw, like, I think almost half of all language programs were Spanish, but there's quite a few Latin programs out there still. Let's see. So we're talking about spirits. Seire And they are the spirits that control the flow of time. And we're talking about this kind of personification of these spirits in this lost time, the name of this lost time. So we're talking about, I think it's these spirits we've been seeing, these little white weird creatures that are some kind of controlling the flow of time. And yeah, that's why this is very much not the end of the game. The whole game, when you're playing this, the first time you've been seeing these weird spirits, you don't know what they are. But now we can finally find out what they are.
失われた時の化身。この壁画にあるのがそうだろうか。
Yeah, Scaladan, that makes sense. And that's definitely true as well. The incarnation of lost time? Is that what's on the mural as well? Huh.
神の民の伝承曰く、失われた時の化身が守りしは国元を司る神聖なる光。
So according to the legend of these Watchers, this personification of lost time, they protect is this this holy light, Shinsei naru hikari, light.
Sono hikari 輝きもゆるとき、悠久の彼方に失われし者が大いなる復活を果たさん。
So this light, maybe we're talking about this light here. We saw this star before. So when it shines brightly, things that have been lost forever, they can be brought back.
復活ってもしかしてその光には失ったものを蘇らせる力があるってことかしら。
Fukatsu? So resurrection? Or bring something back? So could it be that light can somehow bring back things that have been lost? So maybe that's what we're thinking about now. This light maybe can bring back something. Maybe our friend Veronica. Who knows?
それが本当なら彼女も。
So if that's true, maybe her too. Yeah, it must be Veronica.
ん？
思い出して。私たちには心の底から会いたい大切な仲間がいるじゃない。
So remember, it's like tell us there's someone that we want to meet more than anything from the bottom of our hearts. Kokoro, heart, soko, bottom. Kokoro no soko kara. So from the bottom of our hearts, aitai taisetsu na nakama. There's a nakama we want to meet more than anything. Yeah, thank you. Griffin Sensei is the kitty's name, our first party member on Japanese Quest. We even have a emote, if someone wants to do the emote. Let's get some Griffin Sensei hype in the chat. Kawaii ne. Nice Griffin kitty. Very cute.
Veronica!
Veronica!
お姉様が生き返る。
My sister, she can come back?
ちょっとローちゃん、その光の力についてもっと詳しく書かれてないの？
So, about that light, is there anything more detail about it? Yeah, it's true. It's a good arc. It's very weird that, to be honest, to me it's weird there were credits making it seem like the game is over, because this arc, I mean, this act is pretty much as significant as like Act 1 and Act 2. Like, a lot happens. As you can see, a lot of story. Kind of weird that there are credits to like make it seem like the game's over. It's very much not.
おお、
And yeah, it's cool to see more about Veronica and her
国
story.
年を司る神聖なる光、忘却の塔にて静かに輝けり。
There we go. So this is the key. So this holy light that rules over everything, in this tower, the Tower of like Forgetfulness, or the Tower of Forgotten Things, it is quietly shining there. Yeah, this word probably we have not learned on our quest yet. Since this tower we may need to go to. Let's check out, have we learned the word for tower? Probably. Have we learned the word for that? Forgetting? Probably not. Let's check it out. Let's go to our dictionary. This is not a super common word, by the way. But let's see. If it's marked common, we'll add it. If it's not, we might still add it. It is marked common. Lapse of memory, forgetting completely. So the Tower of Forgetting, maybe you could say. Bokyaku. Bokyaku no to. That's where we can find this light. It can be with Suru as well. This VS means Suru. Bokyaku Suru, to forget. Much more commonly, you'll just say Wasureru, to forget. So don't worry if you don't know this word. It's not that common of a word, even though it's marked common. Let's look at the word for tower. Tower of Oblivion? No, I think it's more like the Tower of Forgetting. It just doesn't translate that well into English. It's about forgetting. I forget how they translated it for the game in English. Alright, let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising. We have powered up with the power of forgetting. Look at the bottom right. Kind of ironic. You forget a word, don't worry. You can power up with that. With the power of forgetting. There we go. Bokyaku.
Initiate より神の民が守りし神秘の歯車手に入れし時。
Okay. Keep in mind too, this is written in an ancient text, so it's written in kind of in traditional Japanese, so it's kind of tricky to read for me as well. I haven't studied too much or read too many traditional texts. I generally read modern Japanese. I've read over 200 modern Japanese books, but this stuff I haven't read as much, but some parts that are in ancient text like this in this game, a bit trickier to read. So from ancient times, like this shi here is not, you would not find in modern Japanese, for example, that these watchers protect. If you get this this mysterious gear, so ha is tooth, kuruma is like a wheel, or it can be a car, but it's in this case more like a wheel. So imagine a wheel with teeth. You got a wheel, kuruma, add teeth to it, what do you have? Ah, it's a gear. So if you find this gear, this cog, whatever you want to call it, this cog wheel, then maybe you can enter this tower. And again, this word for gear, weirdly enough, we've learned this word before. Gears tend to come up in games. Ha kuruma. I always kind of like that word because it's like, imagine a wheel with teeth on it. Okay, That's a gear. Very logical.
失われた時の化身が集う忘却の塔を目指すべし。
So then the lost time, the incarnation of lost time, will gather and aim for the Tower of Forgetting. I think we need to go to this tower.
神秘の歯車、それがお姉様を蘇らせる手がかり。
Oh yeah? By the way, Chalk, did you play through Persona 5 in Japanese? If so, how was that game? That would be a good game to mine audio and screenshots from too, for a future project potentially. Oh yeah, you played it? How did you like Persona 5 in Japanese? I have not played it, but it's obviously one of the games I've had suggested and considered for Japanese Quest. I know it's a bit trickier than this game because we don't have Furigana in it, and in general the language from what I've seen is a bit trickier, but it looks like a great game for language and just a great game in general. Super good for learning Japanese as well as Tokyo. Yeah, very cool. Right. A strange gear. So that could maybe be a hint to bring back my sister. The keywords, One-sama, my sister. And then Yomigaeru is to bring someone back, and this form Raseru is like the causative form to bring back my sister, a hint to bring her back. Sounds good to me.
少しでも希望があるなら絶対それにかけてみるべきだ。俺はそうして運命が変わったぜ。
Yeah, if there's even a little bit of hope, the keyword here, again, a big theme in this game actually. Hope. Kibo. And here we have Skoshi demo. So even if there's Skoshi, a skosh, that word skosh in English, maybe you've heard, I've heard it came from Skoshi a little bit in Japanese. So if even there's a little bit of hope, we should bet on it, we should try. Because then our fate can change. That's what we've been doing until now.
たとえわずかな希望でも、もう一度お姉様に会えるなら、私はその希望にかけてみたいです。
Even if there's just a little bit of hope, if it means I can meet my sister again one more time, I'm gonna bet on that hope.
だけど肝心の神秘の歯車は一体どこにあるのかしらね。
This is the question. So, dakedo, but, and in games there's always a but. So we need this gear, but kanji no shinpi no hakuraba wa. So, but that mysterious gear, where in the world is it? Doko. Where is it? Maybe. Yeah, actually, don't know.
神の民が守りし神秘の歯車。古文書にはそう書かれておったの。そしてあの岩壁の穴。
Could be Rue, fourth gear. Maybe we need a new gear for our Japanese. I actually sometimes think about this. Sometimes like Japanese Quest. At some point we need like a new gear. What would fourth gear be for Japanese Quest? Sometimes I think about that. I know it's a One Piece reference that you're watching through One Piece recently, and there's different gears. Let's see, so this mysterious gear that's being protected by the Watchers. It's written about in this ancient text, and also a strange hole in the rock wall. Iwa, kanji for rock. Kabe, the kanji for wall. Ana, a hole. Ano, iwa kabe no ana. So some hole in the rock wall. I think that's where we need to go, find this gear. Ooh, is it right here?
もしかすると神秘の歯車はこの場所の近くにあるのかもしれん。
This strange gear might be around here. It's a good first line for a rap. Yo, 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 the strange gear. It might be around here. No, let's not do that. That was a terrible idea. It's much better when I rap in Japanese in this stream, not English. I'll never do that again. I apologize.
あそこからさらに奥に行けそうだな。何か手がかりがあるかもしれない。行ってみようぜ。
So deeper inside, there may be a hint. Let's go there. Chikuzan. Hajimemashite. Yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Hello. Sa. Nihongo de. Eigo de. Gambaro. Let's find the gear. Anyone new? I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese through Japanese games. Let's see. Let's go deeper inside. In here, perhaps?
Yeah.
Nani? Something over here. Is it a gear? Is that a gear? That is not a gear. Is that a gear? Not a gear. The word gear, I'm realizing the more that I say it, gear is a weird word. Gear. Is this a gear? That is a gear. I didn't think it was a gear, but it's a gear. Yeah, it's a weird word. It's a weird... I like the word, though. It reminds me on our Discord, there's a new guy that, his name is like Glitchcog. This makes me think of that new person on Discord, Glitchcog. Glitchcog, I thought was a great Discord name. Glitchcog. This is kind of like a Glitchcog. It's a gear. I don't think Glitchcog is here, but here's a gear. Do not fear. We now have a gear. It will not take a year. I'll stop. Don't worry, no more gear raps. Okay.
まあ神秘の歯車を見つけたのね。さすがは勇者ちゃん。グッジョブよ。
What do you think of this word? Gujob. What do you think it means? Gujob. I'm wondering, would that be in the dictionary? Probably would. I'm not totally sure, though. You have a new favorite word? What's your new favorite word, Unboxes? More gear wraps? Don't get me started. Like, I'll have to like involve no fear gear, cheer. There's a lot of ear words. Sear. You could start doing like slant rhymes with like beer, bear, sear. I don't know. It would get weird. Let's not do that. My rapping is so bad it cannot be unleashed upon the world in a public forum. So that strange gear, we found it, as expected. And yeah, Callie's got it. Good job. But it's kind of an abbreviated version. Good job.
神秘の歯車手に入れし時、失われた時の化身が集う忘却の塔を目指すべしか。
So when you get this strange gear, when the incarnations of lost time gather, then you should go to this Tower of Forgetting. Forgetting. So I'm thinking now this tower, the word to, we have to go to this tower. Fourth gear, third gear, second gear. Yeah, the word gear, it's a very good word. I did not think we'd get so deep into gears today, but here we are. It's a big part of the game.
あとは失われた時の化身とやらが集うという塔を見つけろということか。
Yep.
なんとも雲をつかむような話だな。
So we now have to go to this tower where these incarnations of time, lost time, gather? It seems kind of like just clinging at clouds. How do we even do this? That's the question. Where is the tower? Oh yeah, Rook, give me a break, man. Do we have the word for gear? We're all about the word for gear. Yeah, we have the word for gear. We would have added it if we didn't. I'm not 100% sure, but if Imboxia says, they probably searched, and I'm pretty sure we have the word for gear already. Gears just happen in games. Gears are important. Accept it. Gears are a big part of the human experience. If you think about it, much of the world is made with gears, at least a form of a gear. If not a real gear, a metaphorical gear. Inside your mind, also gears, turning right now. You hear this? How do you hear it? There's a gear turning in your mind. Reeling in my words. I'll stop. I will stop with my gear rap. Exactly. Doesn't stop. So could it be you have some hunch or hint where to use this gear? I can't believe we got the gear so easily. The gear is just like sitting on the ground. It's like, what? Just a gear there? Kind of strange.
実は俺も気になる場所があってさ、命の大樹の北に寂れた塔があるのを思い出したんだ。
Alright, I can't read this right now because all I'm thinking right now is about gears. So if someone in chat, if today you're just walking down the street and you find a gear on the ground or a glitch cog, but yeah, if you find a gear on the ground, I want to hear about it in the Discord because it might mean you have access to like some kind of weird tower that can change the flow of time or something, or like time beings. So yeah, if you find a gear today on the ground, it's not just coincidence. Pick it up. Take a picture of it. Put it on the Discord. We need to know. So, Jitsuwa. So actually, there might be a place that comes to mind. So north of the Tree of Life, there is a kind of broken down tower. Ooh, let's go there. Have I heard of Gear Wars? I have not. The Tower of Time. Yeah, could it be the Tower of Time? Is that what it is in English, possibly? Monkey says, I haven't found a gear in my life. Is that bad? Oh, you found a gear now. Because we all found this gear today together. So let's check it out. Let's ride our whale. Let's go there. We may find something new. Yeah. The gear discussion feels like when you get the teacher to talk about some tangential subject, don't have to do homework. And yeah, I know that can be bad sometimes. Like, I actually one time was lurking on a game grammar, and I saw someone comment, and they were like, they didn't know Japanese Quest was watching, obviously, and they were like, yeah, Japanese Quest, they get off on tangents too much. And you know, that might be true. But that's the kind of quest this is. This is not, I mean, it's about learning, yeah. It's about having fun, yeah, but it's also just about life. And what is life, really? It's not always just about a goal and about work. Like, life is tangents. It's about having fun. It's about just talking to people. It's about kind of, you know, enjoying things, just relaxing. So it's very much about that, too. Sorry about saying that, Akira. Yeah, I have no idea who said it. I don't care who said it. Because, like, what they said, like, they're right. I don't care. Like, sometimes we get on tangents. Whatever. But to me, that's not a weakness of Japanese Quest. To me, that's a strength. That's, like, kind of how life is. If you think about it, the biggest streamers, too, are they always, like, focused on learning Japanese? Like, they go on plenty of tangents. That's kind of the fun of it. It's entertaining sometimes. Exactly. It makes the channel what it is. It makes me who it is. It makes all of you who you are. It makes the journey one of a kind. So to me, it's a good thing. All right, let's keep going. Where are we going? We are going north. Kita, north. That's the thing I like about this channel. It's not just a Japanese class. It's not just playing a game and then we're just done. It's a continuous journey through many games. Ooh, I think for this speech we have to go back to our map. It's a journey through many games, through the Japanese language. But through many games, we started... Where did we start? Xenoblade 2, we started there. But the journey keeps going on. It's all connected. Through all the tangents, through all the strange and interesting people we meet. All the games that we see. All the cats that we meet. All the gears that we find. All the jokes that we tell. All the websites that we find, all the tweets that we make, it's all of it. It's not just one thing. We keep leveling up in the game. We keep doing push-ups, jumping jacks, stretching, not stretching. It's up to you, really. But the fun is, it's one of a kind. It's a journey, and that's kind of what life is like for everyone. Everyone has a one of a kind journey they are on. If you want to learn language, you can. If you want to join this journey, at this moment we can share this journey and have some fun. That's what it's all about. Exactly. It's about the friends you make along the way. And Ruth 3K, are you kidding? Of course Streets of Rage 2 is on there. It's a classic. Okay. So in the sky, use the whale, go to the tower. Sounds good to me. Have I played Streets of Rage 4? I have not. It looked pretty cool though. I think I saw you streaming it, Rue, for a bit. It is time to call the whale. Do you remember how to call the whale? It's not easy. The game makes it confusing. I don't know why. You have to go to Dogu, which means tool, and then Dogu Bukuro, which means tool bag, and then... No, you go to Daiji na mono, which means important things, and then the second page you can find the Heaven Flute, and then you click on it, and then you do Natsuteru, because that means throw it away. You do Tsukao, which means use it. Isn't it easy to use your flute? You just have to press like 50 different things. And then you have to say, "Hi." To the sky. This is what we need for real life, too. For when we fly to Japan together for like a field trip. We need this flying whale. So, Chalk, if you're still there, I know you made that cool website, but if today you happen to find that glitch cog, if you could like program and create this whale for us to fly to Japan, another possible project that would be useful to people, would be worth tweeting about. If we had this whale where you could just fly to Japan, that would be a good one. For free, of course. Maybe ad supported. Just an option, just an idea. Just throwing it out there. If not Chalk, someone else maybe out there. Maybe we've got a whale creator out there using glitch cogs. Maybe not now, but maybe someday we can make this whale. We can fly to Japan or other countries. Just an idea. Okay. Yep, I realize this stream today is getting kind of weird, but that's okay. We just saved the world. Sometimes things get weird once you save the world. Sometimes you find weird gears. So we see the tower up there. Here we go. Question ni orimasu ka? Would you like to go down to this strange tower? We will say hi. The Tower of Forgetting, perhaps? We don't actually know yet. Our first time here, though. We've got our strange gear. The Forgotten Tower. Looks right. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought the website you made so quickly was so cool that I thought maybe, like, you know, stretch goal. A whale to fly people to Japan for free. Maybe more of a group project in the future. You never know. You never know. Like now it could be challenging. Someday we can 3D print it. We can what did I say? 3D print it? 3D print it. 3D print a whale, a clockwork whale based on gears that can fly you to Japan. Even better, what I have been working on is like gates. Like you build a gate in your own town and like find a random forest where you live. Make a torii gate. You walk through it. Other side, you come out in Japan. That's something we could work on too. Like right now, technology doesn't exist. Someday, probably never exist. You never know. Get some weird gears in there. Maybe it could happen. Just those weird gears you might find today. Everyone should go on a walk today, because you might find these strange gears that can make all this stuff possible. Yeah, Chalk, that could be the way. It's not the least realistic suggestion I've had for a programming project. There you go, yeah. I think this clockwork whale has merit. I think we shouldn't dismiss it. I think I heard Unboxus might have a 3D printer, or at least have access to one. I'm thinking we could 3D print a flying whale piece by piece by piece, gear by gear. It can fly us to Japan. Why not? Stranger things have happened. Maybe. Tabun. I feel somewhat afraid for any Japanese people who joined us today, because I'm talking about some weird stuff today. This will be a very high-level English listening activity. I fear they may have all run away, so I do apologize. 今日はちょっと変な英語を使っちゃってごめんね。勝手に。Strange English today, sorry about that. Ooh, who are these guys? What? They're walking up the wall. They are walking through the flow of time, against the flow of time, perhaps. See, these are the guys we need. If we have these guys, then we can make the whale. No problem. I think we're in the right place, though. Because they talked about these, like, time creatures gathering at the tower. Whoa, they're all going up the tower. Check it out. Suge. Yeah, anyone have this tower, like, near them? I feel like somewhere I might have seen this tower somewhere. Anyone have this tower nearby? Maybe in Germany you could find this tower. Might be useful. Let's go to the back of the tower. Looks like the main entrance here. Whoa. It gets to be winter behind the tower? Quite strange. Ooh, treasure. Nice, new recipes. Megami no Himitsu. The secret of the goddess. That sounds good. Saあ、行きましょう。Let's see what we find inside the tower. But I'm kind of thinking this might be a good time to end the stream. I'm thinking there might be a lot going on story-wise inside that tower. So I think we'll end here. And keep in mind, next week we will be off on Japanese Quest. This will be the last stream for a while, for at least a week, a bit more than a week. So I will say, ja, matane. The journey will continue. Japanese Quest will continue. But not have room for the ne, so I'll just say mata. Ja, matane. Make a tiny ne. Hard to make a tiny ne. Matane. So, ja, matane, see you for a while, because I will be on a vacation to the north, possibly to find a strange gear, and I'll get on this project of making a clockwork whale that all of us can ride on a field trip to Japan sometime soon. Sometime soon in the next, say, 100 million years, sometime soonish. So I will say, ja, matane, see you next time. We'll come back. The plan will be to come back Monday. Not next Monday, but like the next Monday. So next week we'll be off. But then the next Monday, we'll be back the same time, 9 a.m. Central Time. So see you then. Ja, matane. Yeah, the first vacation we've taken for a while. We've been going solid for about 3 months now, I think, with Japanese Quest. We'll be taking a week off. So see you after a week. Ja, matane. See you then. And if you find a gear, imagine it looking like this. A happy gear. What's a happy gear? Happy gear is almost the sun if you think about it. Is it coincidence? Gear, light, the sun, it's all connected. I will research all these important things on my journey, and I will come back wiser, leveled up. I suggest all of you level up too on this journey. You can read every day if you're into that. Check out the Discord. If someone could link the Discord, that would be cool. Exclamation point Discord. Check it out. Check out the reading club reading every day this summer. If you're into that, do it. Here's a Discord. Check it out. Write down what you're reading today. I will write it today what I'll be reading this weekend as well. So yeah, check it out. And let's find someone else to host so the journey can continue. Let's see, who's streaming today? It looks like Game Grammar is streaming. Game Grammar is awesome, so we will host them. They are also a Japanese teacher. Let's host Game Grammar starting soon. Ja! Matane. Japanese Quest will continue. We'll be off for a week, but then the next Monday we will come back. So ja! Matane. Japanese Quest will continue.